So today we're going to do tots. This is like for tot classes, mommy and me classes, itty bitties. This is Sydney again, and she's also going to do these for us. So in the beginning, we are going to warm up like just running in place for 10 seconds. So just run in place, and you can just count to 10. We're not going to wear Sydney out, so we don't need her to do 10. But using your arms and knees, that would be great. That was good. Good point. Okay, then we're going to go to one side of the floor. Obviously, you don't have a floor in your house, but get a big space, even if it's outside in the yard. And you're going to go across and back. Keep going across and back. Each time you go across, we'll give you something else to do on the way back. But I'm not going to wear Sydney out, so we're only going to go halfway with one thing, the other half with the other, and so on and so forth. So we're going to gallop. You'll gallop across, but she'll only do halfway. So gallop, or running in place, or whatever. Whatever, gallop. And you can do chassés. Do chassés. Chassé, 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 like that. Whatever kind of gallop you want. Then we're going to do bear crawls. It's okay. Good. Everybody remembers those bear crawls, I'm sure. Then you're going to jump across the floor, or the yard, or the living room. Then you're going to walk on tippy toes like we do in gym. And then you're going to walk on heels. Yeah. So I think everybody's used to doing this because we do this in the beginning all the time. So the kids will tell you, parents or grandmas or whatever, what they can do. Then we're going to do like a basic stretch like we did in the last video. But because you guys are young enough to follow this, we're going to do this. So sit in a straddle. Open. You're going to arms up and over to one side. Count to 5. We won't do that because we don't want to wear her out. But then the other side, count to 5. Try to get your head into your knee as much as you can. And then middle. Count to 5. And then legs together. And this is a pike. And you're going to stretch all the way down. Try to get your nose to your knees. If you can't, it's okay. Just go down as far as you can. Then flex up your feet. Flex your feet up and go down. Good. That should pull all along your legs and make you real stretchy and get ready for the skill of the day. Butterfly. You can play our butterfly game. Don't forget, we got to fly away to where we're going to fly to. We got to choose our color of the butterfly we want to be for the day. Just play some games with them. They'll love it. And they know the games, so let them tell you the game. And then maybe do a split if you can. Splits are hard for the little ones, but you can try. Put one foot in front, stretch all the way out, as much as you can. I'm sure it won't look like this, but that's okay. Go down as much as you can. You do both legs, the righty and the lefty, and then the middle. Just stretch forward, stretch back. Ta-da. Good. We got to make Sydney kind of go through everything. We're not going to kill her in the first video because we have several more to do. Then we can do bridges. We didn't do bridges last time, so let's do bridges. Lay on your back. Put your hands back and push up. Make sure that they have their arms locked and come off their head. Okay, that's really important. And then come on down. Some of the babies can't really do bridges, so we can do a table. Can you do a tabletop? Just put your hands behind you, lift your bellies up. That's kind of like the beginning of a bridge. Sometimes they don't realize how to go backwards, and that's fine. Today. And with that being said, we're going to recap what we've done for the past 2 weeks. So you've done your warm-up already, and now we're going to get to the skills. So the first week we did forward rolls and handstands. So we're just going to recap on those. So this is Miss Sydney, by the way, sorry. Sydney again, my little model. And she's going to do a forward roll. Arms up, hands down, head under, and reach up. Okay, let's try that again. So start with your arms up. Make sure they start with their arms up. You always want that. Reach right in front of you. Get your bottom up and tuck your head way under and push. And try to use no hands getting up. That's the object. If they use their hands, it's fine. Just keep practicing. And what you can do is stand in front of them. That forward roll. And then give me your hands and up, okay? That's a good way of them not using their hands to get up. Then we did handstands. Okay, we also did beginner handstands for the minis. It's like a donkey kick. So you put your hands on the white line and jump your feet up and down. Good. And then when they get a little bit more advanced, you can make them put one foot in front. Let's do one foot in front. And kick up and down. As far as they can go up, make sure that their head is looking at the white line, because if it doesn't, they will fall over. That was the beginner handstand and a regular handstand. We also did wall handstands, right, with these guys, I think. Let's try that. climb up the wall, hands in front, climb up the wall as much as they can, hands in, and they can roll out of it. You might have to help them with that. Good. So that is the handstands, and you did the forward roll and the handstands, and then you did handstand forward roll. So you kind of put that together. Also, okay, so that was week 1. Week 2, we did cartwheels, beginner cartwheels. You put the line there and you jumped your feet over. So good. So hands down, feet around. Hands down, feet around. Remember that song. Make them sing it. And then as they get more advanced, put one foot in front. Yep. And kick over. So their favorite foot always has to go in front. So remember, if they're standing together and you say pick your favorite foot, whatever foot goes in front right away is their favorite foot. Even if they're a righty in school, they could be a lefty gymnast. Or if they color righty, they could still be a lefty or vice versa. Or they could be both. Sometimes the girls don't really know, the boys don't really know which one they are. So they could just pick whichever one. Hands down and feet around. Get them all the way up over your head with strong arms. Okay, so that was week 2. So now we're here and we're week 3. So this week we are going to work on bridges. Now, with the babies, it's kind of hard, so we're going to start with tabletops. So you put your hands behind you and you lift your belly up. That's a beginner start for a bridge. A lot of them can't do it, the bridge right away, so we do this first. So push on the arms, make sure your arms are straight, get that belly up as much as they can, push on your feet. Then, lay back, hands back, and we say pizza pies and push on the pizza pies. Make sure they push hard on their arms and their head gets off the floor and push up there, belly up. Pretty simple in our eyes, but the little ones have a hard time with it. Okay, come on down. And we'll do it again. You want to rock and roll? You can rock and roll in between because sometimes the back hurts. Rock and roll, and then pizza pies, push up hard as you can, and all the way up. Good job. Come on down. And rock and roll. Now, to get a little, I'm not even too sure if they should go beyond this, but if they can do this, it's great. Then they can start to lift one leg up a little bit. Show them that. Lay back, push up, lift your leg up a little bit. That's it, just a little bit, good. And come on down. You can put your foot back down. So you can do the bridge up, and then they can lift their leg up if they want to. That's pretty much it as far as for the minis. I don't want them to do too much as far as that, but recap everything. Go from the forward roll, work your way through the handstand, the cartwheels, onto the bridges, and then after that, make sure they still do their conditioning, which will be coming up. Now at the end, we're gonna do just a little bit of like conditioning at the end. Some jumping jacks we were thinking. So let's try some jumping jacks. Do open, close, open, close, open, close. Now, they're not gonna do it that perfect because they will mess up. Their arms will be up, their legs will be closed. It's gonna be a hot mess, but just keep trying to do open, close, open, close. Then we thought about frog jumps, so let's try some frog jumps. Up, down, literally looking like a frog and jumping up and down a couple times. Okay, you can stop. Don't get yourself worn out.